morning. Welcome to the Council on Aging meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 21st, 2022 at 9 a.m. And first on our agenda is to reorganize the board. At this time, I would accept a nomination for a chairperson.
I nominate Patrick Blake.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appreciate it. It's an honor to do it again, another year. We need to make a motion for a vice chair as well.
Nominate Christine Fillmore.
Kent has just nominated Christine Fillmore. And it's been seconded by Jean.
And for secretary, we also need to have a motion.
Jennifer is not here today. So,
Yeah, I'll make a motion that Jennifer, she can secretary, and then if she does accept it at the next meeting, we can ratify it.
Second as well. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Great, well, welcome again, everybody. If anybody could just review the minutes from the May 18th, 2022 meeting. Anybody have any comments on that they'd like to make? If not, I would like a motion to accept the meeting minutes from the May 18th, 2022 meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the.
You have to say can't hear it.
2020.
Second, thank you.
Patrice. Can't hear you.
they can't hear you. She can't hear you.
Oh, can you? Okay.
I haven't said anything.
Yes, you did.
Oh, when I open the meeting. Oh, okay. I'll speak louder down the end.
Louder.
Okay. Yeah,
It's a long
way.
table.
It's
Yes.
not our usual table.
No. Third on the agenda. Just to see.
Right
Yep.
here next to you, young lady.
Oh, you mean a friend, young lady. Yeah.
Well, I'll let Patrice, item number 3 here, talk a little bit about the earmark grant project. We have Representative Joseph McKenna here as well today, and Lori Hubert.
Was unable to attend. Very instrumental in the process, but unable to attend today. She has seen all the renovations that we have done.
Great.
We were able to use the $25,000 to have the handicap doors put in the bathroom, so now they are handicap accessible and ADA compliant. We were also able to do all of the cabinets in the conference room for extra storage, which the painting teacher is thrilled with because now she has a lot of room in the closet. We had new curtains done just to put some homey touches to the leftover money. We got a 75-inch flat screen TV. We were able to buy some new cabinets and a coffee bar. So we've really been able to utilize every bit of it. I think there was $5 and maybe 80 cents left over from the $25,000. So we are very appreciative for having this. And to be able to beautify and make some really much needed changes that I wrote grant after grant after grant for and we were never able to get, so.
Yep.
I think the changes to the bathroom, well,
Oh.
overdue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, for those who don't know, Lori is my legislative aide and right hand, and anything I do that looks good, it's because she actually did it, and I just get the credit for it. So, Lori's awesome. But we've been coming here for 8-9 years now, and just recognize the wonderful work that Patrice and the Senior Center do for the community. And when she had reached out, it was primarily for the handicap accessibility in the bathrooms. That was the first stop, and for the 30-year-old carpet in the building that was a trip hazard and other things. And being a state budget earmark, $25,000 is not a huge number on the state, but it goes so far in the community, and it's a huge ability for us to provide support. So I was happy to advocate on the state level to bring this money down here because I knew it was going to a great place, a great cause, and it would really benefit the community in a big way.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Joe, for all your support for the senior center.
Of
I know
course.
you and Lori are very involved with the senior center. So I just want to acknowledge that, thank you for everything you do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's the fun part of my job. It's getting to meet people and be involved in the community is what I enjoy. So,
Thank you so much, we appreciate it.
thank you.
Okay, Patrice, I'll turn it over to you. This is report on bills.
On the regular COA budget, we had a telephone bill, we had some basic office supplies. Under the grant, I paid for yoga, for mat yoga, for Zumba. We went through Amazon to get some craft supplies. We also paid for supplies for Pam's painting class. She has started a watercolor class and needed some things for that. That is very popular. We had quite a few new students on Monday.
My son's hair, because
And that was pretty much it. We haven't done anything else outside our regular.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the new program. Fall is the best time, I think, in New England. So.
We have the watercolor painting, as I just discussed. We're doing a hand and foot card game that's become popular. Mahjong has picked up again. They're doing pickleball. The Sunshine Club is doing pickleball now up at the town hall in the gymnasium.
That has become such a popular.
It's kind of like a cross between, it's like racquetball,
Yeah.
but in tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
You haven't been to Florida
right?
recently.
I haven't.
Right. It's the rage.
It's been big in Florida for ages.
Well,
My sister lives
Yeah,
down there.
I have a friend who's 50, plays in a 50 and over
Yeah.
group, and he goes everywhere. And the town I work in actually built a pickleball court. So that's how popular
It's
it
like
is.
tennis without the bounce. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw it on TV a lot. It seems really interesting. It's in between the tennis and, it's like,
They're meeting today as
That
we
made me
speak.
with the balls.
over
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
Right.
What do you think, Ken? Want to do pickleball?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll put the fire chief against the seniors.
Yeah.
See who's in better shape.
There you go.
He's got to play in full turnout there, though.
Right,
Yeah,
The
exactly.
advantage. So, yeah, so they're very excited about that. Dick Skinner has kind of spearheaded a lot and organized a lot of it with the Sunshine Club. And he has kept me in the loop of the email chain. So the response of people that
From
want to
all
play
around.
all over, yes, other towns and such. So I think it's going to be really something quite big.
That's
So
great.
we're excited about it, and we will have some stats hopefully by the next meeting as to how it's going and what the age variation is. There's some people that are working from home that want to join it during their lunch hour. I mean, it's really quite the craze now.
Any other events?
Yep, so we have a lot of upcoming events. We are having the pancake breakfast on September 27th. Dave Cortez's favorite thing to do at the center.
Yes,
And his wife Andrea and our chairman, the selectman, is going to come down and they're going to cook pancakes for the seniors and
Can't hear
maybe
it.
have some memories of
You can't
Dave.
hear it.
Keep the tradition going.
Yes, and she really wanted to do that in his memory, and he was really an advocate of the senior center. He really appreciated everything. He had come in. He actually presented Martha 100-year, when she was 100 years old, her certificate. So he was really passionate about keeping the senior center open back in the day when we were kind of on the chopping block, and a staunch advocate of everything that went on down here. So
Yeah, good.
Definitely.
Really
It's
was.
definitely.
So his wife was lovely enough to reach out and say that she would like to come in and keep the tradition going. So we're very excited about that. We have quite a lot of people signed up for that, so it should be a nice day. We will be doing the flu clinic on the 28th. Hannaford is going to be coming here to give out flu shots. We haven't had any other requests for anything else, such as shingles and such, so,
Okay.
or the pneumonia shots. So they will do things as they're requested, but they'll be doing the flu clinic, yeah. Hannaford is going to be doing a cooking demo for one on the 29th. She is going to come in and show you how to prepare food for one and then repurpose it, so that there's very little waste. Cooking on a budget. They have a nutritionist down there, so I reached out to her and she was more than willing to come in, so we're very excited about that. Jean Dwinell is going to come in and she is going to present the history of Douglas on October 3rd. We're very excited about that.
Hopefully, it'll all go well.
I'm sure that it will, and there's quite a bit of history.
Yeah, obviously I can't give the whole history, 275 years worth in 30, 45 minutes. But I picked out the beginning, which I think is the important part, how and why we got here. And then I want to, once you get over the stress part, getting out here, what did they do at the bottom? You know, 'cause to me, history is names, dates, figures, all the things people hate about history. For me, the most important part is the stories. So, once I let everybody know how and why we are here, then I plan to go into some different stories, maybe a little about different businesses, activities they did back then through the different years, and, you know, different pieces from the rest, but first, how and why did we get here? And hopefully, it'll go over well. I haven't been before that big a crowd before. How many do you think?
I'd have to look at the sign-up list. Yeah. It's quite a
20,
few.
30?
I'd have to look at the list.
I only ask because I'm gonna have some handouts.
Yes, of course.
And
Yep.
I wanna make sure I have enough for
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
So I'll figure on around 30.
Yep.
And then if it's more, that's it, you know.
And if you want to bring them down, we can copy them for you.
If I need to do that, I will.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, and I plan to present it in costume.
Oh.
Period costume.
Oh.
Attendance just went up.
Yeah. What will she be wearing?
Oh,
We've
there you
been
go.
doing that periodically at the Historical Society. We have 3 of us who have purchased costumes, and from time to time, you might see us sitting out on the porch in Elmore if you come into the store. Not every time we're open, but most times, depends on the weather.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. Well, that sounds exciting.
Yes, that does.
Just
sound-
put a new spin on that.
Yes.
I thought it might make it a little more interesting.
Yes. On October 5th, we'll be doing movie day. We showed Hocus Pocus in September, the first one. The second one we will be showing, and it was filmed actually in Rhode Island.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yes.
took a farm in Rhode Island and actually put facades up of, you know, that era type of farmhouses.
It was
and,
so
yeah.
Cardboard cutouts. So
Cardboard cutouts.
we're gonna see the second one, so we figured that would be kind of fun and seasonal. We are going to be doing our World Smile Day on October 6th. Unibank will, of course, be sponsoring our free pizza. We have exceptional entertainment. That's always a surprise, but we're very excited for the entertainer. And we're looking forward to that. We have the aggregation program on October 12th. Talk about fuel savings, your electricity bill, different vendors that you can go through. Cost saving, you bring your bill in, he will explain it to you and show you what your best way to save is. Of course, everything's going up and electricity is also. And that's pretty much it for October. We will be having Sunshine Club is having a Halloween party. So, yes.
So we have a new part-time clerk?
We do. So finally, it was in my budget for 2023? Fiscal year, okay. So it was in my budget for FY '22. However, with the opening, the closing, and, you know, our patronage being a little bit smaller when we first reopened, I didn't feel the need to just have somebody here just to see. So we decided to hold off and to wait, and then we became really busy with all our new programs and setting up and taking down, cooking. We're doing all the cooking now for all the programs. The staff was doing the shopping and the cooking. So it just got really busy. So it was time to be able to hire a part-time person that after Sandy retired, we didn't replace. So we have, after a long search, we had a lot of applicants. Christine and I interviewed them. I interviewed everybody. Christine went to second interviews, and it was a really hard decision. But we found the best candidate, and we have Ms. Jill McLaughlin, who's joined us.
Jill, welcome.
And
Welcome.
she's been a wonderful asset.
Great.
So we're very excited about that.
Well, I'm so excited. It says on the agenda here, possible van for the center.
So.
In all my years.
Yeah.
Tell us, is it true?
It is true. So, is it Chairman? It's Chairman. Okay. So Chairman Moss, I had spoken with him about possibly a van.
Speak louder, please.
I had spoken to him about the need for transportation. We get a tremendous amount of calls for it. It's always something that we wanted, or it actually needed. And the pandemic really showed us that. After the pandemic, some people weren't driving anymore. And we really could have utilized it during that time, even if it was just delivering the meals and such like all the other centers did. Our current, or has never, the current bus has never gone to Milford, will not go to Milford. And that's where a lot of the seniors are going for their treatments, for doctors, for radiation, for chemo. You've got Dana-Farber over there. So it's been really hard to answer all these phone calls. We don't have volunteer drivers. We're not allowed to do that because of insurance and lots of other things that you just simply say no. So we encouraged all the seniors that were calling, write a letter. If you feel like you need a bus, write a letter. And I gave those to the chairman, and he wanted to maybe use ARPA funds, because they do have ARPA funds in town, to purchase the bus. So they had a couple of selectmen meetings where they went back and forth about it. And at the last meeting, they said, can we have the senior center director come in? So I prepared a good narrative for them on what happened to the bus we had previous, what were the bugs with it that it didn't work. It was a used bus at the time that they got it. It was shared with another town. The responsibility was completely put on Sutton to be able to do all the scheduling even for our seniors. Very hard with two towns utilizing it. If you have somebody on one end of town that needs to go somewhere and somebody else, it was a little bit of a nightmare. It was constantly breaking down. It wasn't ADA compliant. They were putting a ton of money into it. And so at that time, it was taken off the budget in 2012, and it was just dissolved.
There's the possibility of this to actually lease the bus instead of buying?
So I met with them last night.
Promising.
Right. They went back and forth, but they have the ARPA funds, and it's short money. It's not hundreds of thousands. It's $40,000 to $50,000 to purchase it. They did go back and forth last night over whether to lease it with the option to buy and then see what the ridership would be. Because it's going to take a little bit, if we do get a bus, to be able to spread the word and see how much it is utilized. So,
You could pretty much customize the lease in terms of time frame.
Yep. So I will be working with the town administrator on that. They have also decided that it's going to be put on the fall town meeting, because we're going to actually have to budget in a driver, gas, maintenance. So in the insurance, Matt will do that on. So all of those things, we're going to put it on the special town meeting in November. I believe it's that's going to happen. So, but yeah, we really do need it. You know, it's time. We're the only senior center besides Sutton and Webster in this area that doesn't have one. Most of the senior centers have multiple buses. Millbury has like 3, Northbridge has a couple, Oxbridge does too. So, and they are really utilized in every senior center director that I reached out to and I talked to said that it's one of their most important assets. So.
No, you did very good last night because I started watching the meeting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that it seemed to be really for us, which is good.
They do. We've had a lot of support on it. I think they have been supportive of it, the selectmen have. It was getting the clarity.
Right.
You know, instead of just, you know, they have an obligation to the taxpayers to not just spend, so they just wanted a little bit more information, but I felt like it was a very positive outcome.
It was.
And I think we made a lot of progress last night moving in that direction. So,
That's wonderful.
yep.
Still can't get it. Can't get it.
Can't walk.
So Sunshine Club
Can't walk.
meetings?
So Pam is up at the town hall playing pickleball. So
We'll be heading up there after the meeting.
we'll tap on a little extra video time.
They purchased pickleball equipment through the Sunshine Club, and they're trying to learn how to use it. They've had a number of volunteers from different towns that are coming over there today to explain things, and
That's great.
we didn't know there was a difference between indoor pickleballs and outdoor pickleballs, so she had to purchase more for both surfaces, and they're just learning.
How to set up the court.
Yeah, it's a portable court, or I don't know, you put the tape down and then pick it up when you're done. Or
That's no idea.
those are all things they're gonna find out today, just how to do this.
Sounds like fun though. Yep. Pam had left me everything that they're gonna be doing for the Sunshine Club. So they had, on September 16th, for last Friday night, they had an ice cream social and trivia. And they had about a dozen people show up. She said it was a good time. People would like to do it again. On October 1st, they're gonna be selling chili and snacks during the Oktoberfest, as well as holding their indoor tag sale and raffle. So if anybody has anything they'd like to donate to the Sunshine Club for sale, or they would definitely sell that. They are also going to be raffling off their TV. I think it's a 55-inch smart TV. The Sunshine Club had purchased it just a couple of years ago. And with the leftover money, of course, from the earmark grant, we were able to buy a bigger TV. So they're going to raffle that off with the stand.
That's it wrapped up over there
Yes.
on the chair, that big
Yes.
thing.
On October 14th, they're going to have a small ukulele group performing at 11:30. They're going to provide refreshments. We did have the ukulele group in the spring. They had them, and it was a really nice event. They're very talented individuals, and they're a lot of fun. They are going to be hosting a Halloween party on October 28th. I believe that's just going to be costumes and refreshments. We had a lot of fun last year, so hopefully we'll get a lot of people to come to the Halloween party this year in costume, and everybody start thinking about what they're going to wear. On November 18th, they're going to hold their famous beef stew dinner with entertainment in the evening. On December 2nd, it is gingerbread house decorating with Anna and her husband at 10, so save the date. The police chief has already been notified.
Is she going to get a head start?
Yeah. On December 8th, they'll be having a lunch and a picture a game day. They're still collecting cans and plastic bottles, and they'll be continuing with several other nonprofit groups into the winter, collecting the bottles and cans. Jim, do you want to speak on that at all? No. You just sick to death of bottles and cans?
Because this week is our turn. And
Oh,
Yeah.
that's your whole weekend.
It's, yeah,
But you're raising quite a bit of money and you're saving the town money, so it's a win-win. She talks about the pickleball league. There are 20 people who have signed up to participate so far. The Sunshine Club did buy the portable court setup, the paddles and balls to get things started. Dick Skinner is the man who has been in charge of getting things started and organized. So that was all of Pam's notes.
and she is leaving with a number of seniors for their trip. I think it's
Portugal.
October 2nd.
The first.
The first.
In the afternoon. Yep, they will be going to Portugal.
Are you going?
No.
This was the trip that they were supposed to go on in 2019?
Yeah, I guess a couple of years ago
Yeah,
because
so,
of COVID.
yes, it was supposed to be in May of 2019.
They got a nice bunch of seniors who are just chomping at the bit to go.
How many days?
I think 10.
Wow. Yeah. So they've been doing that, which is nice. Getting the trips back up.
Yeah,
He's
that's
excited
nice.
to go.
Back to normal.
Yes.
Well, I guess now I'll open up the meeting to any other business anyone would like to bring up?
Yeah, I just got asked Kent a question, and that is, fire drills. Do we have to, as a center here, do any fire drills?
We've done it in the past. We can definitely schedule one for sure.
It's on the books to schedule one. Because this way, yeah, we can hit different groups at different times.
Yeah.
And especially when all the staff is there. I wanted all of the staff here when that happens, so.
Yeah.
So it'll be a surprise.
Great question.
Very good
They're
question.
supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you comment on the presentation on Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
I did.
I heard a lot of good things.
We were able to utilize some cultural council funds. And we had Cheryl Fay come in, and she presents a lot of characters, women in history. And we chose the Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It was spectacular. It was well attended. She you actually got chills because the way that she depicted her, you really thought that you were watching this woman, and there were so many things that I learned that I didn't know about this woman that did so many amazing
I've
things.
always thought she was such a great person.
Yes.
But there were so many things this girl added into the information.
Correct.
And, you know, she had wigs, she kept changing her outfits. She put on such a wonderful, wonderful show. Very informative, very entertaining. Yeah.
So she has about a dozen of these personalities that she does. And so like I did before, I asked the seniors, which person do you want to see? And everybody was like, well, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has just passed, so that would be a good one. And so we will take a poll again, either in the spring or the summer, and maybe have her back next fall to do one of her other characters. Yeah, she was terrific. We've been very busy down here. I know that we haven't had a meeting for quite some time, so I lose my place in how many things we've done. We were very busy over the summer also. Yes, Bemis Farms has been coming in, and we've been doing all kinds of wonderful things with Bemis Farms. Last week we made little succulent orbs, we've done teacups, we did pine cone plaques, we've had a good time with them. So we're trying to keep everything at a reasonable price because we know everything's gone up. So, you know, doing the crafts, we don't want to discriminate against anybody who wouldn't be able to afford it.
Sure.
So
Everybody's welcome.
yes, so we will be doing other crafts. I did, if people aren't signing up, can't sign up for the Bemis ones, I can't afford that. Then we have, with the grant funding, I just purchased everything to make candles and everything to make painted wine bottles with the lights in it through the grant, and that will be a free craft for people to be able to do. So we're trying to keep things open to every single solitary person, no matter if you're 60 or if you're 90, and no matter what your income is. So we've been utilizing our grant money very well.
Any other business anybody like to bring up?
Are the fire department going to come for the batteries again this year?
Yep. We have Lieutenant Overly who's retiring, so we'll be hiring. But we'll try to stay up on the batteries and also the lock boxes. If you haven't got a lock box, it's a good thing to have.
Anything else? Well, let's pick our next meeting date for October. I'm thinking October 12th.
That would work for us.
October 12th?
No, the 10th.
10th, the Monday is one is good.
The 12th at
9 a.m.
9:08.
If only the 12th.
Yes, the 12th. That works. I guess we're at the end, folks. I need a motion to adjourn this meeting. So accepted. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Good morning, I am Patrice Russo. I am the Director and Outreach Case Manager here at the Douglas Adult Social Center. We are very excited about all of the recent renovations we have done. We started with our flooring renovation that was done in 2021. All the carpet was taken up. It was about 30 years old. Wasn't really safe for exercise or for dancing, which is some of the classes that we do have at the center. So we had laminate hardwood floors put in. We also had carpet squares put in some of the other offices and the balance and strength exercise room. Those renovations were prioritized by the Capital Improvement Committee for safety reasons, of course. We also received an earmark grant from Representative McKenna to become ADA compliant with our bathroom doors. We now have an electronic push button system. We also needed some storage space. We have very little closet space here, so we used the rest of the funding to be able to put in cabinets in our conference room to be able to have more storage. which has worked out very well. And we had a little bit left over from the grant, which was a total of $25,000. We put in a new 75-inch TV. We also put in some new cabinets out in the main room and some curtains and made it a little homey with some of the touches there. We have had a lot of membership with newly retired seniors, so we have added mat yoga classes, we have a watercolor painting class now, we have added mahjong, along with all of our other programs, such as bingo, reverse class painting, balance and strength class, Zumba class, yoga class, and mat yoga and chair yoga.
Being relatively new at the center, it's nice to see all the seniors coming in and utilizing all the programs that we have available.
My name is Janet Willett, and I come to the senior center 3 times a week. I enjoy it because of the social atmosphere of it. During the pandemic, we didn't have it, and everybody missed it so much. So I enjoy coming, and it's a great, great place. It feels like home.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Stinchfield. I am the assistant to the director, Patrice Russo, here at the Senior Center. We are now called the Adult Social Center, and we welcome anyone to come in. Check us out. We have a lot of great activities, lunches, and we can assist you with anything you may need in the town.
So we welcome everybody in town to stop in and see us. We are open Monday through Thursday from 9 until 3 and Friday from 9 until noon. We have lots of classes. You can come in just for a visit. You can come in and see our renovations. And if you're not getting our newsletter, call the center at 508-476-2283 and we will definitely put you on our mailing list. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.